What do you imagine when you look up at the stars? That maybe we're not alone. Space raises a lot of interesting questions. The truth is that we don't have all the solutions. Although we are aware of its size and beauty, we are not entirely certain of how big it is. But some of the things we do know are simply amazing. In order to make you even more amazed by what you see when gazing up at the stars, we've compiled some of the most fascinating space facts for you. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe for notifications in any newly uploaded video, and stay till the end of the video so that you don't miss any interesting facts. Number 1. Neutron stars can spin at a rate of 600 rotations per second. One of the potential evolutionary ends for high-mass stars is neutron stars. They are created in a core-collapse supernova star explosion, and as a result, they rotate very quickly. After birth, neutron stars can rotate up to 60 times every second. This rate may rise to more than 600 times per second in some cases. Number 2. Space is completely silent. To travel, sound waves need a medium. Space has no atmosphere, thus it will always be deeply silent in the area between stars. Nevertheless, sound can travel on planets with atmospheres and air pressure, which contributes to the reason there is a lot of noise on Earth, and maybe on other planets as well. Number 3. There is an uncountable number of stars in the known universe. The number of stars in the universe is a mystery to us. For the time being, we base our calculations on our current knowledge of the Milky Way's star population. The best estimate of the number of galaxies in the universe is then multiplied by that number. After all that math, NASA can only confidently say that there are all zillions of uncountable stars. A zillion is an uncountable amount. Their estimate was given as 70 sextillion in a study by the Australian National University. Number 4. The Apollo astronauts' footprints on the moon will probably stay there for at least 100 million years. Since the moon doesn't have an atmosphere, there's no wind or water to erode or wash away the Apollo astronauts' mark. That means their discarded items, including footprints, rover prints, and spacecraft prints, will remain on the moon for an indefinite period of time. They will not, however, remain there indefinitely. The moon is still an active organism. It's actually being constantly bombarded with micrometeorites, which means that erosion is still happening on the moon, just very slowly. Number 5. 99% of our solar system's mass is the sun. Our star, the sun, makes up a whopping 99% of the mass of our entire solar system because it is so massive. That's what allows it to dominate all of the planets gravitationally. Our sun is a G-type main sequence star, which implies that it fuses about 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium per second. As a consequence, it also transforms around 4 million tons of matter into energy. When the sun dies, it will become a red giant and envelop the Earth and everything on it, though it won't occur for another 5 billion years. Number 6. More energy from the sun hits Earth every hour than the planet uses in a year. For the past 15 years, the use of solar energy has expanded at a rise of 20% every year. According to Yale Environment 360, the world added 30% more solar energy capacity in 2017, producing 98.9 gigawatts of solar energy that year. Despite its seemingly enormous size, this amount of energy only amounts to 0.7% of the world's yearly electrical use. Number 7. If two pieces of the same type of metal touch in space, they will bond and be permanently stuck together. This fascinating phenomenon is known as cold welding. Because the atoms of the individual pieces of metal have no means of knowing that they are different pieces of metal, the lumps join together. This would never happen on Earth because air and water separate the parts. The effect has a lot of implications for spacecraft construction and the future of metal-based construction in vacuums. Number 8. The largest asteroid in our solar system is a mammoth piece of space rock named Ceres. The asteroid, sometimes known as a dwarf planet, is over 600 miles in diameter. It is by far the biggest asteroid in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter and accounts for a whole third of the belt's mass. Ceres' surface area is roughly equivalent to the land area of India or Argentina. Dawn, an unmanned spacecraft, completed its mission orbiting Ceres in October 2018. Helping us totally transform our understanding of the world. Number 9. One day on Venus is longer than 1 year on Earth. Venus's axis rotation is extremely slow, taking around 243 Earth days to complete one full cycle. Funny enough, it takes Venus even less time in Earth days in order to complete one revolution around the Sun. 226 to be exact. Furthermore, the Sun rises every 117 Earth days, which means that the Sun will only rise twice per year, both times on the same day. Because Venus rotates clockwise as well, the Sun will rise in the west and set in the east. Number 10. Jupiter's red spot is shrinking. Over the last few decades, Jupiter's famous red spot has decreased in size. This location on the planet is a massive spinning storm that is the size of 3 Earths. Now only 1 Earth can fit inside the spot. Surprisingly, while the storm's width decreases, its length is increasing. Scientists are still puzzled as to why this phenomenon is occurring in the first place, but some theorize that it may have to do with jet streams on Jupiter that have either changed direction or location. Number 11. One of Saturn's moons has a distinct two-tone coloration. Iapetus, one of Saturn's 62 moons, is a quite unusual celestial object. This moon has a unique two-tone coloring, with one side being significantly darker than the other. This unusual event does not occur on any other moons in the solar system. The color of the Iapetus is determined by its position in relation to the other moons of Saturn. According to Forbes, Iapetus is located outside of Saturn's rings, and as a result, it is hit with space debris from things passing through its orbit, which explains the dark patches. It's time to conclude the video. Thanks for being to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell us what you think about this video below in the comment section.